How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Walkie Talk Games here, bringing you another episode of The Walking Dead. And last episode, we had reunited with Kenny and are on the run from Carver's group. So without further ado, you guys, let's get started.
Kenny and Sarita have been staying with us for several weeks.
If they've been
Used to be a
staying with
ski
you for
lodge,
several
so
weeks,
we have plenty
then
of food,
I wonder how long.
believe it or not, we still get some power
I just
from that
wonder
wind turbine
how
out
long
front.
Kenny's been with Sarita and
We
all
tend to
them
keep
for a
most of the
while.
lights
Then.
off at night to avoid drawing attention. But
I
after we found
honestly
this
wonder
stuff
how
in
long he's been
storage,
by himself
we couldn't
for.
resist making an exception. It's funny.
Oh, nothing, Walt. Walter here's one smart sumbitch. Makes a mean can of beans, too.
He still acts about the same,
Why don't
so that's
you two
good.
catch up while I get some dinner started? Please,
I
make
feel like
yourselves
he
at
may
home.
have
You can
honestly
leave your things over there.
Hell,
came
we will.
over his wife
Yeah,
and
I'm
son's
holding on to my
death.
rifle. Thanks.
You're our guests here. There's no need to worry.
Tell him to put his gun down then.
Kenny?
Will you vouch for these people, Clem? If you tell me they're good, then I'm good.
Us. You were the one waving a gun around, man.
They're cool. Dad, look!
You guys just
A
now
Christmas
enter. I thought you
tree.
one
I'm
came in
sorry.
with the group. Man, you guys
Isn't
are
it
slow,
great? We
honestly.
found it all in storage.
It's amazing.
He does seem to be a little bit more guarded. Definitely a little bit more guarded, especially since the first season. He must have really gone through some crap since Savannah.
Good.
become like
if
that.
you all follow me, I'll show you where you can sleep.
Still wearing this dirty old
This
thing,
doesn't
huh?
seem awkward at all. Like,
You know, I half expected to see Lee walk up next to you.
oh,
guys
and
were
you
like
had to
two
go and
peas in
mention
a
Lee
pod.
right off the bat.
Oh, shit, I didn't mean to... It's just hard not to think about it, you know?
He saved me.
I knew it. I knew he would. That guy had a fire in him, sure as shit. Hell. He was a hell of a guy. When my son, well, he took care of him. I'll never forget that. So, where'd you end up?
Oh, at least he remembers what I did for his son, so that's
I was
cool.
with Krista and Omid.
I remained a good guy in his
Omid.
eyes.
Well, Krista
But then
and
again,
I,
I
were
was
together
almost
for a while.
always siding with
These
Kenny.
guys caught us. She's gone.
Like, but I just didn't really
Sounds
like
like it
Lily,
ain't
let's
been
just be
easy for you.
honest.
I'm sorry, darling.
I really
could've found
don't
you
think
sooner.
anybody likes Lily.
Krista told me you were dead.
I am. This is all a dream. Sorry, bad joke. For some reason, I tried to save that fucking shitbird Ben. Then it turned into a damn cluster.
Yeah, I
Couldn't help the
remember.
kid,
I thought you
but I
died in
got
that
out.
alley.
Long story short, I got lucky. Real lucky. Spent a long time alone after that. And then I met Sarita, thank God. Gosh, it's great to
I
have
mean,
you
I guess
back.
for him,
You two catching up?
even when he
Clem,
was on the
this is
boat,
my girl,
he did come
Sarita.
home to his
Ain't
wife
she
and son,
beautiful?
so
Nice to meet you, Clementine.
Hey,
he didn't
Walt,
really
where's
feel
Matthew?
lonely.
You still out there rooting around?
Of
But
course he is. Well, I'll start dinner.
Carlos, right?
in this world and
Mind
his
if I
entire
steal your
family gone,
daughter
I
for
can
a
see
secret
why he
mission?
would feel alone.
Stay in sight, sweetie.
Can we do anything to help?
Could use a hand outside. We got a lot of supplies to bring in before that storm hits.
Sure.
Clem, why don't you help Walt with dinner?
Hey, Clementine. Settling in well enough?
Yeah, thanks.
Excellent. Want to help me prepare a little dinner? So how do you know Kenny? He and Sarita have been a huge help. Matthew and I barely knew what to do around here the first week.
We're old friends. I met him after it happened.
When he was with Lee? Yeah, he only told us a little. Connecting with people is so important. I don't know what I'd do without Matthew. Gosh, you remind me of my students. I can't imagine what it's like growing up in the middle of all this.
I managed just fine.
Now you really do sound
I mean,
like one of my students.
And you sound like
I
a
didn't
teacher.
really know
I'll take that as a
what to
compliment,
really
thank
put
you.
there. Like, in the retrospective, I don't want him to feel like he should underestimate
Almost
me,
done.
but
Would you do me the honor of tasting the first
I
course,
don't want to
madam?
be underestimated.
Looks great.
It looks like mush.
No, it doesn't.
Like,
As an
I don't know.
artist, there's nothing I like less than a
I'm
friendly
okay with what I
critic.
chose. No regrets.
Huh. Striking resemblance. Anyway, I'll take it from here.
All right, cool. So we got done talking to Walter. He, not gonna lie, he's kind of boring. He's really boring. Let's go talk to Sarita then, because I guess that's the only thing you really to do.
Da-da-da.
Can't really talk with
Clem,
Kenny.
we
I
could
don't even
use
know where
some
Kenny
help.
went, honestly.
Hey, Sarah, you take this and string them up over there. You knew Kenny before. It must be incredible to see him again. When I met him,
I mean, depends on
well,
the circumstances.
so
They could have
different
been
now.
better
Did he
besides
say
everybody
anything
kind of
about
yelling at each
before?
other.
no. He
I
won't
kind of
talk
one that
about
made
before I
it go
met him.
silent.
Oh,
Everything takes a little coaxing these days. Perfect. Now we just need the topper.
we
With
always
him,
had
I
an
don't
angel on
doubt
top
it,
of our
especially if
tree.
he tries to
My
not
family
talk
didn't
about it,
celebrate
because then
Christmas,
he'll have to
but
remember
I
it all.
still love the decorations.
I don't blame him for wanting to try to suppress those memories.
Crazy. Why would
Even
they
if he
follow us
did.
this far?
Come to terms with them.
We can't be sure.
It's been a week, man. We gotta be out of the woods.
We can't be sure. They might be tracking us.
Tracking? Who do you think they are? Ninjas?
Clem, Luke said you saw some people in the valley.
People? Way down there. How?
She's got binoculars, genius.
I think someone was following us.
How do you know? How does she know?
We have to assume they're back there. We cannot
You
take
can't
any
really
chances.
seem to take my
Leave
word
at
on
dawn.
it, can you,
But
Alvin?
we're safe here for tonight, right?
Clementine,
You gotta
talked to that
realize
man,
whoever you
Walter,
guys
right?
are afraid
What
of
did he
is
say? You
possibly
didn't tell him anything about us,
who I
did you?
saw. I feel like,
mentioned someone
I don't know,
else.
just knowing this
Someone
world,
else?
a lot
Who?
of things like
His
to come
friend.
back
His name
and
is Matthew.
bite us very
Look, I don't care
quickly.
what that man said. We're staying here tonight.
Just talk to the rest of them. They trust you. See what you can find out. I'm gonna go find Luke.
Honey, I don't
Alright,
feel
you do
so
that.
good.
Beck, what's wrong?
I just need something to drink.
You got it. I'll be right back.
Alright, I guess I'll stay here while you go get what you need for
Are you
Rebecca.
okay?
Just got a little dizzy.
I don't feel like
Can't
that
even
was
take care of
dizziness, but
myself.
I don't know. I could be
How am I
wrong.
supposed to raise a child? I mean,
I don't know how
how can
how that
anyone
stuff
now?
is.
I think it's possible.
How do you know?
I feel like
Well,
she's just
I'm still
panicking,
here.
honestly. Because she keep
I
like
know it's gonna be hard.
she keeps getting worried.
But
Like
at the
her
same
voice keeps
time,
getting higher.
I
It seems
already
to
feel a
me.
little less lonely.
every time
'Cause I know that no
she's
matter what
asking these
happens,
questions about the
I'll get
group.
to meet someone new.
I still don't even know
She's
who they
kicking.
are. Like,
Wanna
I
listen?
really don't.
That food smells good, huh?
Can I?
She's gonna be a runner. It's not his.
How do you know that though? Like,
Well,
I'm
how do you
just
know?
honestly curious
just
how
do.
she
We were trying for so
knows
long,
that, like,
and then
just like that.
if Alvin finds out, he'll kill me. I don't know what to do. I can't believe I'm asking a little girl for advice.
He won't kill you.
There's my man.
You all right, baby?
I'm fine, you big dope.
Just
I mean,
need to
it's
get
all
some
fine
food
and
in.
dandy if you
Thanks for staying.
know,
with her,
but I
Claire.
just feel like you
Can
don't
you go ask
know
that
on that
Walter dad
level.
when we gonna eat?
I mean, there's
I
no
love you,
there's
silly
no
dad.
way for you to know.
I hate it when you call me
I mean,
that.
you got pregnant
I know, but I
during
mean
this, like,
I love you too.
right during
You get
this
some
time of
rest
the
now.
world. So, like, I don't feel like you had the equipment or staff,
She looks so
the
cool.
medical staff, to know that personally.
Beautiful. I used to love this time of year.
But,
now
you know,
that
it
your
is what it
friends are
is.
here, this place is starting to feel like a real home.
I mean, we'll just go with her word.
Matthew and Walter are amazing people. Honestly, it's dangerous to be this kind, but they can't help it. Wait until you meet Matthew. He's a real character.
I really wonder if
First time he met me, he called me Rita.
Matthew
Where
is
is
the guy
Matthew?
that Nick shot
Oh,
on the
he likes
bridge.
to go on long walks.
Because they keep talking
he and
about
Walter
him.
used to vacation here. He should be
Maybe
back
I should have
soon.
asked what he looked like. But I don't
Clem,
know if she would have given
I
a really
wanted
good
to
description on
ask
that.
you,
Who
does
knows?
Kenny seem different to you? I didn't know him before, and well,
What are you
I'm
insinuating
curious.
about my
He
man
seems
Kenny?
like the same old Kenny
This
to
man
me.
been with me since
Oh.
Atlanta.
Well, that's good.
Well, you three have been busy.
Kenny, isn't it great?
Or not Atlanta, Macon. That's where they're from. I'm
I
thinking of
think
the
I can
TV
manage,
show. Ha!
Ken.
I said I got it.
Always has to play the gentleman. But I'll tell you, when I met him, he couldn't lift a fly.
Well, everyone,
I feel
dinner
like
is
this man is
served.
the same
come
though.
on, let's eat.
I mean, just besides his little quick nip temper that he had right there at the box, I still feel like he's the same. She just felt so happy tasting those beans.
Okay, man? Yeah, just... I wish I hadn't pulled that trigger.
Just try to forget about it.
Right here, Clem.
I have to choose Kenny.
Here you go, Clem.
I haven't seen this man for a long
So,
time.
Clem,
I'm
we were
sorry,
just talking.
Luke.
What's the deal with the kid? And what's his name? Luke? He in charge? You trust
Please
him?
don't hold a grudge. You're still my friend.
Kenny, please.
Sarita, we don't know these
But
folks.
Kenny's OG. Like,
I like him. He's a good guy.
don't blame me, sir.
Would you trust him with your life?
I think so.
I feel like I could trust him with my
That
life
guy,
in this situation
Big
on the
Al,
game. Like, I feel like
He
you'd have
said
my
they
back.
were on the run.
Some people are after them.
Well, you don't have to worry about that no more.
But
They'll go tomorrow and you can stay here.
Absolutely. Honey, you stay with us as long as you want.
She's staying for good.
I'm tired of running.
Of course you are.
I
You don't have to run no more, darling.
I feel like that's contradicting with what I told Clementine to do when I was playing as Lee about staying in one spot. Because I told her not to stay in one spot.
Hey there.
Hey.
Hope you like the food.
Oh, it's great. Thank you.
Peaches and beans. Great for nutrition. Not too great on the way out, though, I tell you. So, it's Luke and Nick.
Yes, sir.
Luke and
Don't
Nick.
wear it out.
You guys sure do look like a match.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm just saying you look like good friends, that's all.
So, what was your plan here? Hold out for the winter?
Actually, we were thinking of moving on. Somewhere up north.
If you're
Ever heard
talking
of a
about
place called
Wellington,
Wellington?
yes, sir.
Wellington?
Already had that in mind
The hell
because of
is that?
A
Krista.
place.
Yeah. Krista and I were going there.
Supposed to be a big camp up near Michigan.
Michigan?
You got a hearing problem, kid? Yeah, Michigan. Think about it. Fresh water, lots of land, and cold-ass winters so the walkers get slow.
Sounds like bullshit.
Listen, Vanilla Ice, I don't know what your deal is, but you're more than welcome to take off in the morning.
That'd be just fine by me.
What's the deal with these guys, Clem?
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
It's fine, Nick. We're not staying.
She's staying.
Huh, excuse me?
Luke, listen to him.
I have been, but...
Kenny's my friend.
Gentlemen, please. There's no need for this.
Yeah, we're having a
Now, look, we've
whole
all had a
family
long
argument right here
Please eat.
in a house that ain't even ours. Don't argue with the host.
Pass me that can, Duck.
Duck? Who's Duck?
Duck was his son.
A PTSD moment for Kenny. And now you
Hey,
feel
Clementine,
bad, don't
would
you?
lend me a hand outside for a moment?
You probably should. Honestly, I should thank you for pulling me
I'm
away
sorry
from
about
that
that.
awkward
No, I used to be a
family
teacher.
argument, but
I remember what it's like
I
to be
feel
caught
like
in the middle
Kenny
of two
kind of
cliques.
needs
I suspect they'll
some
find common
reassurance
ground
in that
soon enough.
department for what
It
just
may take
happened.
a little time, but that's just how these things work. Everything will be fine. Listen, relationships
Eh.
are like any machine. You don't
I
throw them
highly
out when they
doubt
break
the
down.
world's
Get
gonna
your
go
hands
back
dirty,
to how
and
it
you grease the
was.
wheels.
I want to stay with you and
It's
Kenny.
been
And
what,
stay you shall.
like
I know
a
that'll please
year
Kenny.
and a
I
half
missed him.
And he missed
in
you,
this
I can
timeline?
assure you.
at
They
most.
say the world is over.
Maybe
but
a little
I'll tell you a
less, give or
It's
take.
not.
I
People are more
I
political
don't
now
think
than they
anybody
ever were
should be
before.
thinking that the world's
In
going
the
back.
end, we can't change the world. All we can
I mean,
do
if Lee
is
was looking
continue
down
to
on this
learn from
situation
each
right
other,
now, he'd
to
probably be
empathize
agreeing
and
on
use
this.
our heads.
If
All
we
war
put
is
that
a
onto the
symptom of
test,
man's
but I
failure
don't know
as a
what's going
thinking
on.
animal. Steinbeck. Have
You're
you read
bringing
him?
politics into it.
Well, we have plenty of time to catch you up on your reading. My partner Matthew is amassing quite the literature collection. I think you'll like him.
Who is
In any case,
Matthew?
the point is, as long as we have our wits about us, we can always make the right choice. Right?
Maybe. Maybe not.
What's the matter, Clementine? Is there something you want to tell me?
Should I tell him?
You can talk to me.
I'm gonna say I'm worried about
There's
Matthew.
almost nothing you could tell me that would surprise me. I can promise you that.
I'm worried about your friend. I think that...
Don't worry. Matthew will be back soon. And everything will be fine.
But I think...
Hey, kids, what are you two talking about?
Oh, politics.
The hell?
Well, being from Florida, I would imagine you know all about politics, Kenny.
Man, I know one advantage of living in the apocalypse is not dealing with that shit no more. I was just gonna check the windows round back before this storm hits. Give us a hand?
Sure. Miss?
Please, do you have any food?
Are you okay?
I saw the house and I have a family. We're starving. We live down there.
Of course. Why don't you come in, Miss...
Bonnie.
Walt, I don't know. You just gonna let her in like that?
It's fine, Kenny.
We don't know this girl.
Then we'll have to get to know her. Right, Clem?
Walt.
Check her for weapons.
Yeah.
Thank you. Really, but that storm will be on us soon, and I gotta get back to my family.
I'll bring something out to you then.
You don't have to do that.
No, it's fine.
What about your people?
We've got plenty. You stay put. I'll be right back.
I have a little girl like you. How old are you, sweetie?
I'm 11.
I would have thought older than that.
Here you are, miss.
This is too much.
Don't mention it.
I don't know how to thank you.
Just help someone else down the line.
Thank you so much. I'll be going now.
You stay safe.
You too.
Clem, go on inside and get to bed. Walt and I gotta talk for a second.
Alright, everybody. That's all the time I got for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell down below. I hope you've all had a great day so far. And with that being said, Walkie Talk Games signing off.